Hello again everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of Landric Plays Stronghold. Last episode we, well, to start off with, we eradicated the wolves from I think calling it a kingdom at this point is probably a bit grandiose, but our territory, so the land we have reclaimed in the name of the king. And then we set up a small little outpost on the border of the rat's kingdom to try and ascertain his strength. And we beat back a couple of his patrols that showed up, but one of them escaped, so we have pushed over the border to chase them down before they can spread news of our arrival.
You continue to chase the retreating survivors deep into the next county, only to lose them in fog by nightfall. Meanwhile,
they have taken out half a dozen patrols and are actually invading one of my counties. What am I supposed to do now?
Stay calm, Depuce. Any rebel militia worth their salt fled abroad seasons ago. Your men can take care of a few sniveling outlaws. Why not come deer hunting with me to take your mind off things?
But they're only a stone's throw away from here. I have to do something.
Simply send a small siege force to sever their source of escape.
That's easy for you to say.
Relax. By the time we return from our hunting trip, the problem will have resolved itself. Trust me.
the snake was once made governor to some of the richest provinces in the homeland, where he made an extremely fruitful living from under-declaring the taxes he collected. But when the king found out, he had him posted here to the new colonies. During one of his first military encounters, he went up against your father, losing an eye to him in combat. On that day, the snake swore he would not rest until the decapitated heads of your entire family were lined up on spikes outside of his keep. Your scouts report that you are trapped without enough supplies to continue, or enough troops to fight your way back. Your only chance is to make your stand here. They have found a strong defensive position on an island in a broad river, and one of your lieutenants has already started building a base. The land around the river is very fertile. Use it to grow some wheat.
Okay, so we are, as the mission name implies, we are trapped between a rock and a hard place. Let's see how we get on.
Sire.
Okay, we started with some archers, which is nice. Let's put our granary down where we usually do, over here at the side of our castle. And let's get our archers up here, just because. And then what do we want to do? Well, it looks like we can fortify these bits very easily. The signpost, which shows where the enemy is going to come from, is over here. So it looks like we probably want to put our wheat fields as far away from them as possible. So yeah, let's put down some wheat fields over here, on this side of the river. Put one here, put one here, and then we obviously want some woodcutters so we can build more things. So put one here, one here. I guess we'll tuck one inside. And there's not a huge amount of trees on this map actually. Hopefully they last long enough. So I'll put you... Can we fit you here? Yeah, on that island there. And then what do we want? I think we actually put the gatehouse over here, because I don't think we're going to need to get over here, and that should hopefully block off the rat's men. So I'll put it on this side of the river, because then I hope they have to wade across to attack it. So I'll put that there. So that's probably not completely blocking it off, but I want to put down these first. So that's hopefully blocking that off. Let's flatten that one there. So it is using quite a bit of wood to start with, but at least it gives us an idea of where we're going to put our defences. So now I think I think that's the only way they can get there, as long as there isn't another signpost. Oh, and we should probably plug these gaps as well. Add a few more there. Lovely. So that uses quite a lot of our wood. But we are now technically secure. Obviously we'll want to fortify these a lot more and put some
Me lord?
towers around so our archers have a better vantage point to fire from. Meanwhile, our wheat is coming along quite well. So I said in the last episode that wheat takes a lot longer to get going, but it is a very efficient food source. Of course, you need to mill the wheat into flour, and then you need to bake the flour into bread. So there is quite a long production chain, but it does produce lots and lots of food very, very quickly. What else do we need to build? So we'll probably need an armory and a... well, yeah, we'll need an armory. We'll need a Fletcher's workshop. And we'll need a barracks. So I might as well put those down now. So we'll also need a mill, which is in the food processing buildings. And actually you guys are almost finished harvesting that.
Too low,
so I will put this down here, and I'll put it right next to the stockpile, because all the miller has to do is grab the wheat, mill it, and put it back here as flour. And then we're actually out of peasants, so I'll need to put down a hovel before we can do anything else. So I'm going to require a lot more wood coming in, which is why I'm going to sort of leave off fortifying these bits anymore. For now, at least. Of course, we'll want to do it sooner rather than later, because if we leave it too long and we get a small patrol ahead of the main army, then we're going to really struggle to deal with that. But we are getting some flour as well, so I will want to put down some hovels, and then there's so much to do. Maybe I should have put down some more woodcutters. See, and you're standing idle because you don't have any wood. Luckily, we are going to get a relatively large delivery of wood fairly soon. Here comes one guy, here comes another. You're almost done as well, and you'll be done fairly soon. So we will have some material to work with, but yeah, there is a lot to spend it on. So we'll put the hovel, I guess, over here. We'll get a baker very quickly. In fact, and one mill can support several bakers, so...
Wood stocks are too low, sire.
Drat. Oh well, at least we've got one. One is more than none, so we will slowly start accumulating some food, though I don't know if this one bakery will provide enough food for the entire castle. So we'll probably want to get another one down soon, and then we can worry about fortifying our defences. Let's do that now. Can nearly afford another. I think I will put down another. I don't know what the ratio of wheat to mills to bakeries is. I know one mill can support quite a lot of farms and quite a lot of bakeries, so I'll leave that as one for now. So we've got a lot of flour piling up. So we'll just sort of keep an eye on our stockpile and see roughly how we need to mix and match our farms and our bakeries. Because I think the flour is definitely going to keep piling up with just these 3 bakeries. Maybe 2 farms was too many. But forward thinking, you know, we're going to need 2 at some point. And given how long it takes to grow the wheat and how susceptible it can be to blights, depending on which scenario you're playing, we might as well get it early, because the flour can just sit here. That's fine. That's not a problem. Right? Can we fortify any more of this? Well, technically, though, that's not really done a lot of good, so I'll put the main one back here. Just trying to plan it out before I put a tower here, you see. Put one tower here, so we've got somewhere nice and close to shoot from. Hopefully they can still get up there, even though it's the ladder's technically pointing away.
Moving up.
Yeah, good. I thought they probably would.
We are on our way.
There you go, squeeze you up a little bit more and then you'll be able to hopefully take some good shots. And we'll do the same over here, because again, we don't want to incentive... If we massively fortify the areas where we want them to attack, it means they'll just attack us from a different place.
A small group of the rat soldiers are heading to the castle.
Okie dokie. Well, sounds like we started working on this in the nick of time. Okay. Let's flesh out these defences just a tiny bit more. And we'll put another tower here. Can we afford any more archers?
We await orders. Needed,
can get another 2 archers. Lovely. So we are going to start running low on gold. We've got loads of flour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and put down another bakery. See if we can start generating a surplus of food.
Needs to be placed adjacent to the granary.
It's a granary, not a bakery. In fact, I'll leave a little gap there so they can walk through.
They're coming! To the ramparts!
And then we can use the extra food to as an excuse to increase taxes, which will let us put down more Fletcher's buildings. In fact, we can afford one right now. In terms of gold at least, if not in terms of wood. Okay. So he's sending archers to attack us this time. It's only a couple, and we have, again, we've got the advantage, we have the high ground.
No change in the Treasury Lord. We await orders.
Let's grab another archer though and put them up here.
Leaving now.
There we go. So we can fire at them while they're sort of running around trying to get into a good position. And hopefully these walls will... Ooh,
Archers,
we're definitely taking some
ready.
hits. So it looks like a couple of the arrows are bouncing off. Okay, good. So we've faced off the, or we defeated the first wave of archers, and now these spearmen are really going to struggle to advance under this hail of fire. There we go. So I think I'm going to put another little palisade here, just hopefully to protect them a little bit. I guess I might as well put it here, because why not? It looks like we can afford to put down another bakery. Oh no, Fletcher's workshop first, that's what I wanted.
Wood needed.
Oops, still running slightly low on wood. But we've still got plenty of gold, so we want to rack up as many bows as we can. Here comes another couple of wood shipments actually. Still got plenty of flour as well. So they are turning all of the wheat very quickly into flour. But we do need some more bakers to make best use of all of this. Otherwise they are going to fill up our stockpile. In fact... Can I... Oh, it's under industry buildings, isn't it? I can actually extend this stockpile, but it has to be next to the existing stockpile, so I want to do that before I hem ourselves in, and we are sort of stuck. So there we go. Takes up some building space, but at least this way they can just basically keep filling this with flour. How much wood have we got right now? Enough for another bakery? Yeah. How's our granary doing?
Our granary stocks are growing, sire.
They are growing, which means I'm going to
No
increase taxes.
change in the Treasury Lord.
We'll get that money rolling in.
Much these taxes.
Shush, these taxes are the only thing that's keeping you from getting full of spears, so less complaining you. And just to ensure that we don't start running low on food, I'll put down another bakery. Because we've still got all 6 of these bakeries, and we still have a backlog of flour, so that, I feel, is a good sign. It means maybe we went overboard on the wheat farms early on, but nah, it's fine. Right, so we could save up our gold for more archers, but we could also get another Fletcher, which I think is what I'm going to do, because we've almost got enough gold for it. And the sooner we get enough Fletchers to start really piling out these bows, the sooner we can build up these defences even more. Actually, that said, we need to put down another hovel. I'll put that down by the farms. And there we go. We can just afford another Fletcher's Workshop. And then how much gold does it cost to hire it? It's 12 gold to hire an archer. So we'll wait for that to kick in and then we'll start putting some archers over here, I think. Yeah, still got plenty of flour coming in. Oh, there's the Lord. He's wandering around, inspecting the defences, making sure everything is ship-shape and Bristol fashion. Right.
We await orders. My boy's yours.
You guys can come stand over here. And in fact, just like before, I want to put a couple of little palisades. I don't actually know how much this helps, but it makes me feel better if they're protected from the side as well. Okay, so you've actually cleared all the trees that were around you. There's still plenty back here. Yeah, there's loads. It's fine. So we could, in theory, wall off these areas with gatehouses as well. But that's probably unnecessary. I mean, it'd give us a fallback location if they manage to make it through. I mean, I guess I could put one here as well, but just have a big series of gatehouses leading to the keep. But I suspect they're unlikely to go all the way around here. They're probably just going to hit us here if we start walling off these areas as well.
We await orders needed, sire. Me lord?
So I think I'll put these three here.
We are on our way. Leaving
there we go.
now.
And then I'll probably put a platform here as well, just so we can shoot them whichever direction they decide to go. So this one doesn't need to be particularly thick because they're not going to be attacking it directly. It's just going to be a defense from arrows. I'll put a couple there. And
our gold stocks grow steadily, sire.
Good.
Our granary stocks are growing, sire.
Excellent. In that case, that's double rations.
Morning, your lordship. Our gold stocks grow
Higher
steadily,
taxes.
sire.
Ah, good. We've dealt with the flour backlog. So these
Morning,
are
your lordship.
almost idle, but that's because we've got a big harvest coming in. So once this harvest comes in, they'll start churning out loads more flour, and our bakers will have a lot more to do. So we are going to definitely have to keep an eye on the granary again, because I put it on double rations. It's going to go down very, very quickly. But for now, it means we're going to earn lots and lots of gold. So that's
We
hire a
await
couple more
a
peasants.
message from the rat.
Prepare to grovel before me in my court. You do not have what it takes to defeat the likes of me.
Well, we'll see about that, won't we? I'm a little nervous that somehow I've missed a tiny sliver of land that they could attack us from, but I think we'll be fine. It'll probably be fine, right? It'll be fine, right? Yeah, of course it will. It's only the rat. How long have we got until the final battle? So we're about halfway there.
Our gold stocks grow steadily, sire.
So we'll probably get another small patrol or two before the final battle. I'm tempted to put down another wheat farm. I don't think we really need it. But we've got the wood, so we might as well.
The rat's troops are attacking.
Okay. That's a lot of archers. Maybe I should put down another Fletcher's Workshop.
Can't place that there,
Come
my
on,
lord.
come on, get out of the way. So it looks like it's mostly archers this time. So hopefully our little palisade will protect us. Luckily they are being attacked from multiple angles. These guys can reach them, which is nice. Yeah, some of these arrows are definitely bouncing off. You can just see some of them ping off the palisade walls. So,
We await orders.
we have lost one of our archers. Oh no, there are a couple of spearmen trudging
Enemy
on.
are
But
vanquished.
yeah, they're not going to do great. Okay, so we could definitely do with some more archers.
We await orders.
Let's hire as many as we can. We'll
Yes.
put them up here. Seems like a
Moving
sensible
off.
place. Still got plenty of wood coming in, so I might even put another platform over here, or we could put one over here actually, in case they split up, or I could just fortify the walls a bit more. But right now we're doing fine. We've got stacks of gold coming in. Granary stocks are going down a little bit.
Our food stocks are dwindling, my liege.
Still got 100 units of food. I think I'll put people back down
Our
to
gold
extra
stocks
rations.
grow steadily, sire.
Drop the
Our
taxes
granary
as
stocks
well.
are growing, sire.
Not that we need it yet, but I'm going to put down another granary as well, just so that there is some extra storage, so nothing goes to waste if we do start filling it up. But yeah, again, I think we're in a pretty good position. Could even afford to put down another Fletcher. Might as well. I mean, the wood's just going to go to waste if we don't. Could even put down another mill, because while they're getting through it all and they're leaving a backlog of wheat, they are sort of constantly sitting and waiting for each other to finish. But then again, that's fine, it's not really a problem as long as we get through it. How's our woodcutter doing?
Morning, your lordship.
Yep, you're doing alright.
Morning, your lordship.
There we go. Everyone seems very happy with our little castle. Again, castle still feels a bit too grandiose a term for this tiny collection of buildings stuck on an island. But you know, this is home is where the heart is, and these pointy sticks are where the castle is, I suppose. So we've got plenty of bows.
Our gold stocks grow steadily. We await orders. Recruits needed,
Plenty of
sire.
gold. We are sort of running low
Archers ready.
on what are they called? Peasants. Then. Also running out of places to put our archers a little bit, so let's drag this out a bit and put some more towers over here.
needed.
Oops.
More wood is needed.
That's a bit frustrating. So we've got to wait for another wood delivery, though I'm sure there'll be one along soon. Yeah, here's one. Where are our other woodcutters? I'm sure I had more than this. Ah, there's the other one. That's probably him. So yeah, now we have so many Fletchers, we are actually going through the sort of stockpile of wood that we've got, so it might be worth putting down an extra woodcutter or so. But it's only really a problem when I immediately want to put down a big chunk of wall, so I think we're probably fine.
Wood needed.
That's right, we can't quite afford you yet. But that's okay. We've got
Our
somewhere for
gold
these
stocks
archers to
grow
stand now.
steadily,
Boys, yours.
sire. We are on our way.
There we go. Put down you, and then we'll put down some more walls as well. And do we have enough? We don't have enough wood left over for another woodcutter. Well, I guess that solves that problem.
We await orders. Needed, sire. Me lord.
You can go up here as well.
Leaving now.
And then I think we'll put the next one over here.
Our granary stocks are growing, sire.
So I feel like we could quite handily increase this back up to double rations, but we don't need the gold, we don't need the popularity, so I think we can just let it sit there and let food accumulate. Just in case, you know, we get a horrible blight affecting all of our crops. There we go, here's one wood delivery coming. you guys are sitting around doing nothing because there's no wood. So yeah, let's build another woodcutter. Is there one over here? There is not. So you're probably going to, in fact both of you are probably going to cut those things down, so we'll put some over here. We don't super need them. It's not particularly urgent, but the sooner we do it, the sooner we'll have a surplus of wood to go around. Which means we're more likely to have material around for building walls and bows at the same time. There we go. So I'll put one there.
Can't place that there, my lord.
One there. Could even put down another one, but that'd probably be overkill. But as they say, there's no kill like overkill, so let's do that. And we'll put another tower up here as well. And then we'll bring this wall around a little bit, or we would if we had spare wood, but it's being grabbed by all of our Fletchers, so it's probably worthwhile that we built those extra woodcutters.
Needed, sire.
It does look like we're going to need another hovel soon as well, because we only have one peasant at a time. And while we can just keep recruiting archers in this way, it doesn't...
a message from the rat.
Frightened? The
Not really.
glorious forces of Depuce will brush you aside, as I would brush a fly from my arm.
Yes, I am quivering in my boots. I think that means we're about to be attacked again.
What
was I saying? Oh, that's right. Even though we can just keep buying archers like this and it doesn't actually impact our limit of peasants, it is a bit frustrating to have to wait for each one to come out like this.
Sire.
And if we need to hire a bunch in one go,
Instructions.
that could become a bit of a problem. So I'll probably build another hovel just to try and mitigate some of that.
We await orders. Needed, sire.
So where are we? Town buildings, there we go. I'll put another hovel. There's no reason to build them all together like this, but I just like it. I think it looks nice. I guess we could spread them out throughout our town as well. But now we'll have a surplus of peasants as well as a surplus of wood and flour.
The rat's troops are attacking.
Okay. Ooh. So this time that's a lot of archers, but he's also brought some siege engineers, which could really pose us quite a problem actually. So let's get as many archers on the walls as we can.
We are on our way.
Because what siege engineers do is they build siege weapons, and siege weapons can be very bad news. There are a bunch of different types they can build, and none of them are great for us. So they go into these little tents, and it would be nice if we could destroy these before they finish their siege weapons. But ooh, yeah. See, they're going to build these mangonels, which are going to attack our walls. Oh, and that's actually going to be quite painful for us. So I think we're just going to focus on killing off all of these archers in hopes that it causes these guys to retreat. See, we've already lost a bunch of archers there, so we'll try and get those back up on the wall. Put you up here, where it's slightly safe. Ooh dear. This ramped up quite quickly. 3, what are they? Catapults, mangonels. Oh, and we lost our barracks. Okay, so let's rebuild that, but let's rebuild it somewhere that's a bit safer.
The castle has held firm.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, I was almost worried there for a second. Almost. Okay, good. So we've seen them off. That must have been the last fight, right? Yeah. Okay, good. So it looks like we've achieved victory.
A message from the rat.
Ah! My stupid troops won't. They didn't follow my foolproof plan.
Yeah, I'm sure that was the problem. Okay, so we have achieved victory. Wonderful. I think we lost 23% of our troops. What about a snack? Actually, that's not a bad idea. I am quite hungry. I think I will go and do that. But let's see the outcome of this mission first.
Fortunately, you have survived the assault, and as luck would have it, taken control of another county. No sooner has the dust of battle settled than a dispatch arrives, summoning you back. You are certain the lords will be pleased with your progress.
Yes, I am very sure they will. I mean, how could they not be? Look, we've marched into the rat's territory and we have seized one of his counties. In fact, we now control more land than the rat does. And doesn't that just serve him right? But the next, the response from the lords and the next battle will have to wait until next episode. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you continue to enjoy this series. See you next time.